Hello, hi, welcome back. The stream stopped itself. I didn't stop it. That's why it's still going. And with the changes that YouTube Studio made, you can't go in there and stop them. And this right here is a story that we had last week. You guys remember this story? A lot of people, not a lot of people, but a few people, they like to hit the gas right here and not hit the brake and continue on into that building. And sometimes the building will catch fire. Yeah, that's a bad place to be. But we've had a few stories there, but for some reason the other one doesn't want to go away, and I can't make it stop. You can't go in. I used to be able to go in to the editor and make the changes, but now they don't allow you since it's called Classic Editor. They don't allow you to go into Classic Editor any longer. And Classic Editor is where you turn off the live, and I can't turn it off. My screen just went black. Like, it just went black. And when it just goes black, it doesn't come back. There's been other times where I can get it back, or when I have zooming problems, or when we have all I want to do is a zoom problem. But when it just goes straight to black, I figured out you can't do it. You can't bring it back. So
Engine 21, assault BLS, 4724 West 173rd Street, Condon Avenue. Sheriff is on scene.
So
Break.
This is the one we're doing
Engine
now.
134, fire alarm at Town Place Suites, 2024 West Avenue J, Juliet 8.
Thanks for coming back.
20th Street West. Break. Engine Squad 116, traffic collision ALS.
Hope you're
Broadway
not still
and
hanging out
Victoria.
at the other one.
Sheriff is on scene. Break. Station 87, difficulty breathing. 154 South Coldwood Avenue, Pasadena Avenue. Break.
The heck is
Engine
that?
Squad 164, gunshot at Community Hospital, Huntington Park. 2623 East Lawson Avenue, Pacific Boulevard.
Yeah.
PD en route.
So
Break.
what happened with that is
Engine
somebody was
18,
shot,
overdose.
and their buddy took them to that hospital because that's the closest
2640
hospital.
West 18th Street, Unit 104, Ramona Avenue.
But that's not a trauma center. So the ambulance is going to
Engine
go.
184, Squad 187, unconscious. Current place.
Dispatcher be
Pacific
busy.
Boulevard. PD is on scene.
So what they're going to do is they're going to bring an ambulance to that hospital, and then they're going to take them to a trauma center hospital. Is there anybody still hanging out at the other live?
715.
Be kind of funny, right?
715, it's 2002 CPDA Union 76, 6370 turn, 6370 turn. Correct traffic vehicle versus the pole. And if beyond the vehicle description due to the fog, vehicle lost control, hit the pole. Last seen southbound of Palo Verde. Left behind a bumper with the license plate on it. It's going to be a
I think it finally shut
signal pulled
itself
over
off, right? Finally shut itself off. Yay. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. There is no usual. To answer your question, what time do I usually call it a night? There is no usually, it's just whenever. It's just whenever. But for tonight, I'll go for at least another hour. I'll go for another hour. So far,
134, chest pain. 15.
I had a crash that wasn't that big of a deal, and it was very visual, but not that big of a deal. And then some unrest from a deputy involved shooting earlier. What up, Steven?
Unit 37.
I just wanted to know what is the difference between your credentials and the credentials of the reporter who got arrested during the Compton shooting. I don't think there's any difference. Well, the difference is hers are with her company, mine's with mine, and with some others. So there's no difference. Media credentials are media credentials.
Address on the 459 is up just north of left.
She won't be charged. She won't be charged.
We had a good 459 there a couple months back, and some other audibles.
One of those wrong place, wrong time things.
It
Sucks. And to be honest with you, it helped her career. Did you know about her before that? I didn't. So, in situations like this, it kind of helps your career. You love booting gamers offline. Well, that's mean. Media 97. Code 4 with one in custody. I'm guessing Jason's there. Unless, I don't think he came out.
Ahead of me, if it's okay with you, you can do that.
No, I don't think so. No. So it ain't us.
I'm right behind you from the station.
There's nothing at this location.
Ooh, that's what I can do. I got things I can do. Besides answering your questions, I have things I can do.
Agent 75, Roger.
On Allen. X, male 32 wearing
Steve, right? And Houston, sweet. When you're done with those, you can watch the prequels. The prequels are Stringers LA, and Stringers LA is found on this channel. It was on True TV, but you can't find it on True TV on demand or anything like that. It was a decades ago, things like that. Okay, so let's go.
And 87, if you can just set up on the corner right there.
Boom. So, boom. I hate when it does that.
Edward is ready for the theater side, actually.
Station 84, SIC ALS. 42304 North Daniel Drive, in the dead end and Almond Valley Way. Break. Engine 66 Squad 11, difficulty reading. 2511 East Washington Boulevard, Unit E Echo, Altadena Drive. Break.
Okay, so your foreman
Engine is Squad 20, Assault ALS, 11811 Pioneer Boulevard, Unit 31, Crew Street. Stage for sheriff en route.
Oh, well, hello, Mr. Sheriff Man. I see you over there.
Go ahead with your bid.
And 18 is at 828 South Bedford Street.
Nope. Later. No, don't you close. Yay, what do we got here? What do we got?
Go ahead. Do we have a last team?
Alright, we'll mess with that later. We'll mess with that later. We don't need you any longer. We need you. What's up, guys? Hello, hello, hello. Yay. Cool, dude. Got a link 40. Where's everyone? Sleeping. Everyone's sleeping. Or just waking up, actually, depending on where you are. And when the stream's boring, people tend to go away. But when the stream ends like that, I don't like when it ends like that, because I don't get to say goodbye. I had a stream, I think it was yesterday or the day before, that ended like that, and it is what it is. I don't want to come back to say goodbye. So today I came back to say goodbye. I came back to say goodbye.
For you, 50 years in the middle of the hatchet or machete. I put the fire on your screen and the 20.
And we're drinking Celsius. This stream is brought to you by Celsius. For all your late night streaming needs, drink Celsius. The good for you energy drink. My dad should be here soon. And no, I haven't talked to him. It's just that time.
538 South Wall.
How's it taste? It's the raspberry, so it doesn't taste that good to me. I like the grape and I like the orange, but the grape and the orange weren't available, so
Perspirations 17551 Burbank Boulevard.
I had the raspberry. We're gonna get spoken to. And no, we're not. Oh, no, he's pulling right behind me. Oh, he's about to light me up. No, I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. He's going back there. What episode you on, Houston? And how many times a day do people ask you if you have a problem?
East San Antonio, code 1 for code 5, call 166.
Or is your name Shelton and you're from Houston? You're on episode 2. Oh, right on, dude. Right on. If you haven't slept yet, you might be stuck staying up. It's addicting, especially that ending on episode 1, huh?
It's gonna be in the fire pump room.
Nestle Avenue.
Okay, I don't need to be listening to City Fire right now. I really don't. I'm nowhere near it. I'm nowhere near it. Houston is your first name. Gotcha, gotcha. So, how many times a day do people ask if you have a problem? And you're probably too young to know what that means. But as you got older, you figured it out. All right, so we can go for a good freeway TC. We're right near that freeway. Or we can go for a good structure fire over off in that area. That'll be good. You're my age? You're 45? Damn. Congratulations for making it this far. Then, because Houston having a problem was before my time as well. But I obviously know what it is, so you knew what it was before, because I'm guessing people ask you if you have a problem, right? October 11th. Dude, you just turned 45. Congratulations. I'll be turning 46.
BLS at the Denny's, 16907 Pioneer Boulevard, between 168th Street and the 91 freeway.
I'll be 46 at the end of the month.
West of kind of the rear of the apartment complex. Yeah, back.
Not the end of the month, sorry, end of the year. End of the year. The outside generation. Look at you paying attention. All right, so speaking of that, Houston, since you and I are having that conversation right now, or a conversation right now, what did you do when you went outside? I rode my bike. As soon as I was off those training wheels, and in the 70s, you were allowed to like go around the corner or stay out until the street lights were on, or go to your friend's house around the block, or hey, I'm gonna go to Scott's house. I had a friend named Scott. He was Scott, I was Scott. Or hey, I'm gonna go to Chris's house. All right, cool, come back, blah, blah, blah. And they knew Chris's phone number, so they can call Chris's mom, or Scott lived across the street. But I was always on my bike. My bike was my best friend until basically I got my license. I would pull my friends with a rope and the skateboards I would skateboard behind the bike. As I got older, my bike turned into entertainment, as in jumping, and transportation. But I played on my bike. That's what I did outside. And right around the beginning of the 90s, like I skateboarded. That's what you called it. You didn't really call it skating. I skateboarded in the 80s. Rode my bike in the 80s, but in the 90s is when the outside generation started to change things. You know, the jumps and the tricks and the lifestyle and the clothing and all that stuff in the early 90s all the way straight to the late 90s. And it is the staple of the way we look and do now. Things are just getting bigger. That's all, as in the tricks. But I'll look at your comment in a second after my talking rant here. But I went outside with my bike. In the 80s, I was just on my bike outside. Then the 90s came, skated, snowboarded, surfed. My bike turned more into like tricks. Like I just rode my bike around, didn't even think about jumping it or anything in the 80s. Now, my buddy Kurt, they had a quarter pipe and stuff like that, but that's not what I was doing in the 80s. In the 90s, I started jumping my bike, but nothing compared to what they do now. So what did you do? You skateboard and bikes were number one for you too. There you go. Playing in the creek turned into White Eater. Yeah, I used to, in 7th and 8th grade, before I caught the bus, I would wake up early, get on my bike, and go play at the jumps that we built. So I was building jumps then. Yeah, late 80s, because if I was in 7th and 8th grade, that's 7th and 8th grade is 88 and 89. So yeah, I was jumping. I did start to jump in the late 80s. Rad. Yeah, the movie Rad, duh. So yeah. I used to, in 7th grade, 8th grade, before taking the bus, because I wasn't in water polo yet. Once 9th grade started, I was not riding my bike before school. Nope, I was swimming before school. But I used to, now there is in La Palma at Orange, Thorpe, and Walker, there's a 7-Eleven, my 7-Eleven, my OG 7-Eleven. There's a Yum Yum Donuts and an Arco. Right behind all that stuff, near the Glen, for you older people. Or what I used to call, what's the pizza place called? Not what it is now, but what it used to be called. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, there was an empty field there for the longest time, and now there's an old people's community condo home center there, but for the longest time it was just dirt. We used to build jumps there. Some other kids built RC tracks for their cars. But yeah, the outside generation, my friend.
271, you're extremely 10-1.
Son had a hard on, right on. Vancouver 32. Actually, yes, I have. The only time I've been to Canada is there, and I've been there 4 times, but I only got to play there 3 times. The 4th time I was sent home, and we've all heard the story of why I can't go to Canada. But yes, I've been to Blackcomb, Whistler, some of the best, most beautiful, coldest place, snow. It was a blast. I had a blast. First time I went there with Mike Escamilla, as some of you guys know as Rooftop, you BMXers. I went there with the Wheelie King Kurt. I went there with Mike Escamilla and 2 of our other buddies, but you won't know them. Wendy is in my sister? Yes, there's my sister. Hey, Dad should be here soon, I'm guessing. I haven't talked to him, Wendy, but due to the time, I'm guessing he'll be here. Hey, Wendy, hi. Love you. We're talking about, and Wendy's just on the tail end of, or at the very beginning, I guess you can call it. Yeah, she's the tail end of the working generation, but the beginning of the outside generation. So Wendy, I was talking about how like our parents and the generation before us, they were the working generation. They just work. Where my generation, which is pretty much Wendy's generation, we were the outside generation. We went outside. And did things. Now the new generation, they just sit inside. And they sit inside because of the generation before us. All those workers, they created devices that put everybody inside. But I'm very curious what the next generation's gonna be. Like Bronson's generation. Because Dade is definitely part of that inside generation, and I guess Bronson's part of that inside generation, yeah. So I'm curious what his kids are going to be. I know what Bronson's going to be now. I'm going to throw him outside. Trust me. I can't throw Dade outside, but I can throw Bronson outside. And you will see in 10 years the difference of children. One of them's going to have anxiety in large crowds, and the other one is going to be the center of attention in large crowds. It's very weird, very weird. Take those devices out of your kid's hand, man. Today, Bronson was playing with the marble game, you know, where you make the thing and you put the marbles down, and he was also playing with race car track. Lisa came home, threw on his device for him so he had some like music or he can get into his device. I turned it off. She walked upstairs, didn't realize I turned it off, was just in the middle of her thing. Kickball, I'm gonna get back to that. In the middle of her thing, turned it back on. She left again, I turned it off. I was like, him and I are just playing. We don't need the device or noises. We're just playing with the marbles. And anytime I can get him off the device, I'm down. Now, Dade, if I was to put a tracker on his devices, you guys would probably be upset with me. I mean, let's be honest. If Dade's up 14 hours, he's on his computer and devices, 12 of them. Maybe 11 of them. The other time he's at school, which is on devices. So Dade loves being home because he goes to school on his favorite thing. He's never late. Kickball. I loved kickball. Baby bouncies. I wanted baby bouncies. Yep. I loved kickball, and I loved dodgeball. Loved them. Anytime we got to play kickball or dodgeball at recess between the ages of what? Well, I'm not going to go ages, I'll go grades. Between the ages of 3rd grade and 7th grade, you got to play kickball or dodgeball. Dodgeball in 6th grade was the best because we started to get a little strong. We started to get a little muscles. We started to be able to throw that ball decently. And I was really good at jumping, letting the ball go between the legs, and really good at ducking. I'll catch your ball every once in a while, but I was also good at spins. And when it came to kickball, because I was good at, the jumping and the ball going by and ducking, I could kick it to the pitcher and I'll go all the way home. Because they try to throw it at you. Instead of throwing it at the first baseman to catch it or run over there and catch it, they try to throw it at you. And when they try to throw it at you, as soon as it leaves his hands, you win. So I would make it all the way home, and I could literally just sidekick it to the pitcher, and then I'm off to the races. But you don't do that. You go baby bounces and try to kick as far as you can. But I learned, kick it on the ground. Don't kick it in the air when it comes to kickball. You kick it in the air, you have time for somebody good to come catch it, and then you're out. Kick it on the ground and make it all the way home. If I was team captain, I would put myself about 5th. I wouldn't put me as cleanup, but I put myself 5th. So I'd get everybody home. I get them all home. I love it. Dodgeball was great. Kickball was great. I miss it. I feel sorry for the kids nowadays. I really do. I absolutely do. Now, I would not want to be in an adult dodgeball league, but I would not be against joining a kickball league. I wouldn't be. Softball? No. Dudes take it way too serious, man. They take it like they're like in the major leagues and they miss their opportunity, but yet this is their opportunity to show you what's up. 45 years old playing softball, talking about what you could have did. Flag football? Nah. Capture the flag? Yeah. Smear the queer? Yeah. Am I allowed to say that? Those were the games back in the day. Capture the flag was flipping rough. Smear the queer, that wasn't as rough as capture the flag. Smear the queer was just, depending on who you played with. If you played with some good dudes, no one's throwing that ball up. You're smearing that dude. When it comes to capture the flag, woo! That was a good one, dude. That was a good one. Not to change the subject on you, Scott, but I want to know what the difference between the field reporters like CNN when they were out during the George Floyd protest and stringers. What's the difference? The CNN reporter has a contract. And the contract is up at certain times, and that contract comes with perks. And that contract comes with a salary. That's your main point. That's your main point. That contract comes with a salary. Stringers only get paid if it shows up on TV. But some stringers are lucky enough to stream from their car and just sit and talk and make money. So the difference is money. That's the difference between that. That's the difference. But this stringer made a sale to CNN today. Wasn't my footage, but I made the sale. Yeah. You guys want to see it? I'll show it to you. I'm sure some of you have already seen it. And a lot of you guys are seeing the music. The music is because I'm bored. And the music is because I like to hear you guys say, I'm not here for the music. The music is because I'm bored. And I like to mess around with certain things. So, sorry. We don't send music to the stations. And you have to remember, YouTube is for entertainment purposes. Hey, frazzle dazzled. Thank you very much. $20 make me holla. So you got to remember, entertainment purposes. We get away with things by saying it's educational, but I mean, let's be honest. Are you guys here to be educated? You are here to be informed. No, Houston, you're not here to be educated. You're here to be informed. And I'm about to inform you on some stuff right now. There's no reason to do any volume. There's really no volume. Now, my guess is, and we can open the discussion, this was on purpose. It might not have been, but it just looks like it was. The driver fled. I do not know if they found her. I do know that they do have a GoFundMe. The GoFundMe asked for $10,000. They reached the $10,000. Then they changed their mind and wanted $35,000. Last I checked, it was at $32,000. And she is in a coma, and she's a mother of 4. Don't know if this was on purpose. I'm guessing the driver will be found due to the fact they know it's his vehicle. And some of you guys have seen this, right? Yeah, some of you have seen it, for sure. Like, that was no edit. Here's no edit again. No edit. Now, this is edited. And it was edited twice. It was slow motion and then edited
194, squad 49,
as it hit.
San Felipe Street, cross of Avenida San Miguel in the dead end.
So let's see where the GoFundMe's at. Let's see where the FundMe is.
George, transporting Walker mobilizing gold from Fern and Avenue I to Lancaster Station, starting mileage 101, 642, 14 George.
Boom. 36. They reached it again. That's cool. Good. Sucks she's in a coma. Uh-oh, I'm getting rolled up on. We're busted. We're getting rolled up on, you guys. Busted.
Double 53, handle 53, out on assist, 904B, 914.
CNN are liars, stringers went. I don't know what that means, SJ. I don't know what that means, SJ. What does that mean? CNN lied, stringers went? You're only here for the music. Not nice, Scott. I just offended you. How did I offend you? Sorry if I offended you. That's the problem with today. People feel like they have to tell people their feelings. You don't. You just keep them to yourself. You can. You just keep them to yourself. Worry about yourself. Can we? Can you have the link for the GoFundMe? Absolutely. Here it is. My bad. Sorry. I believe that's it. Let me press it and make sure it goes there. And it does. Yep, you're good. There's the link. Sorry. Yeah, that was. Oh yeah, deliberate. Yeah, it did look deliberate. And it's a hit and run. Don't know. See, they should have kept showing the footage. My guy got excited and only showed the crash. Should have stuck on it. Maybe you saw the dude running away or something. All right, let's find a story. We're gonna find an early morning crash. I promise you. 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 There's always a fire on the riverbed. I don't want to go over there. I don't want to go over there.
There's a premise hazard for an unwelcome subject.
You don't know what I'll like.
Angel Enrique has violent tendencies and is a possible suspect. The 245 pistol whipping related to a DR from 2019. Clear on your screen.
Hey, tomorrow. John is that we're in the basement. Good. Enter the two, and then we'll be in there. Copy.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo woo. Yeah, woo woo. What's that? What is this? I'm confused.
I'm 81, I copy on. On team with that 1021. And just be advised there was UTL, the prior call for service.
Huh. Very confused.
Emergent.
Damn. Very confused.
Engine 96, West 20, diabetic ALS, 12012 Inez Avenue, across from Meyer Road. Engine SWAT 7, engine ALS, 9046 Vista Grande Street, across of Doheny Drive.
Damn.
Main I copy here to the unwelcome at the Vagabond Inn, 150 Alameda's near the dumpsters. Information on 23103 holding Market and Cherry in the intersection, 10 vehicles doing donuts. South Unit 20, roll code 1 for DCC, area of 16140 Broadway, call 179.
Later, loser. So when you are typing, you're working on getting paid with your content, right? No, Houston. We only get paid for our content if it shows up on TV as stringers. Yes.
Engine Squad 14,
When
chest
I'm
pain,
typing something, that's
1254
me
west,
either typing with my guys,
6,
me searching the internet,
Budlong Avenue.
or when I'm typing up my story, I'm sending it. I send it, and then we wait to see if it shows up. We don't get paid unless it shows up on TV. If it shows up on TV, then we get what we call a hit. Ooh, right on, Frazzled. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, they've been updating that thing. Like I said, I saw it when they were asking for 10 grand and only had like 1,500. Then I saw it again when they're at 32 asking for 35, and now it's at 36 asking for 35. I'm guessing they'll probably raise it to 50. Good for them. How much typically you get paid for clips? I don't know, Dekai, how much do you make it work?
43230 Gadsden Avenue. Unit 158C, across the West Avenue, K8.
Enough for me to feed my family and do the things I like to enjoy. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Metro from 903. We're on scene. There is no 6848. You have anything further?
So yeah, this is the boring part of the job. This is why I started streaming, so people could see that it's not what you guys saw on TV. That's not what it's always like. This is it. I'm sitting here waiting. I gotta pick my nose, so excuse me. It tickled. It was tickling when I was breathing, so I figured I should do something about it. You're a lawyer, so get paid pretty decent. Well, congratulations. How much, what's your percentage that you get paid per case? How much did you make on your last case? How much per case do you make? You know, there you go. How much per case do you usually average? It's not NASCAR. This is NASCAR. This car is NASCAR. This is a race car. I'm driving a race car. I do drive a race car. And Houston, you'll appreciate this. So, since you're a child of the 80s, the director is also a child of the 80s. And him and I had a conversation and a discussion before the show started. You will start to notice that my vehicle is a character in the show. Just like the shows you used to love and watch in the 80s. Every show in the 80s used to have a car attached to it. Shot in the Dark has a car attached to it. It happens to be this car. Yes, I watched the Michael Jordan doc. It was amazing. And what was really cool about it is it gave us something to look forward to, which you don't get to do anymore. You usually don't get to, sorry, I was listening to that. Usually don't get to, wait for part 3, wait for part 4. They give it to you all at once now. Everybody wants it at once. So it was cool to wait again. You know, we used to wait back in the day. It was cool to wait again. You know, she doesn't have a name. She doesn't have a name. She doesn't. We do call her she, though. We do call her she. I never gave her a name. I didn't. Because here's the thing about giving her a name. Then you get really attached to it. And it's just a car, man. It's just a car. The car doesn't define the stringer. The stringer defines the car. And for all you stringers watching this, just remember that. Just remember that. Yeah, those were my two favorites, Houston. Those were, well, yeah, those are my two favorites. I would say BA's van is the third. BA's van didn't do as cool of things as the General Lee and Kit. The General Lee is my my first love when it comes to TV cars. Kit would be my second for sure. And then BA. We've had this discussion before. You're not going to change my mind. Magnum PI, cool, great. It's not the General Lee or Kit or BA Baracus. It's cool, but it's not even his. It wasn't even his car.
Airport 5, keep them out code 6 on that plate. I'll be at 5750 below half lane. And wonder around when there's there.
10-4, did you want me to leave you on your 924 or put you on a separate one?
Change it to code 6.
10-4, go ahead with your subject.
10-4, it's going to be a CDL. Edward 2535 527.
Dun, dun, dun.
Phonetically, Edward Lincoln David. Ocean Sam, Ocean King Ida.
Dun, dun, dun.
First of Mary Ocean Henry, Adam, Mary Edward David.
All right, man, come on.
Edward Lincoln.
No, never saw it.
10-4, continue.
Airport 5, male, other, black, 57165. And DOP is 1290.
Someone's gonna say chips.
Engine 64, public assist,
Come on.
549 East Baseline
Let's
Road.
find that
Cross
story
Miss Canyon Road.
of the morning. The story of the morning would be a great story of the night. Dad, I knew he'd be here soon. Hi, Dad. I think your daughter's here as well, I believe. How's your Saturday, Dad? Wait, is it Saturday? It is Saturday. How's your Saturday, Dad? And I'll call you after I am done with this, unless you're busy. Ugh, I hated MASH. I was too young for the humor. And I knew, like, I'd fall asleep, and then you'd wake up to the beginning of MASH at 11 on channel 13, and you knew it was time to turn TV off. When I was a kid in the 80s, because I wasn't around for the OGs. Well, maybe I was for the original OGs. I wasn't watching it, but by the time I was in control of the TV, let's say that, by the time I was in control of the TV, we were watching reruns of Gilligan's Island. We were watching reruns of Happy Days. Oh, Happy Days. Oh, Happy Days. Laverne and Shirley, not so much. We were watching reruns of, what's the other one? Come on, there's another one besides Happy Gilligan's Island, Happy Days, Brady Bunch. Boom, those three right there, man, on repeat in the 80s for me. Joey Cabrera, how you feel? Scott, are you on crack? Are you a Trump supporter? Trump 2020. Well, it sounds like you're on crack.
Engine Squad 8.
I support the presidency.
7th District, Sunset Boulevard, across the Doheny
And
Road.
do you think you're going to change people's minds by telling them how you think and feel? I don't think so. It is what it is. And I can't be on crack. My job is to go where the police are. And if I was on crack, it's their job to recognize people on crack. And if they get into a car and drive away, it's bad. And there's a good chance some of them are watching me right now. Believe it or not. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought it would be so free. I like that show, but I didn't like that show. I had a hard time with that one. I had a hard time with, what I'm a terrible singer, but what show is that from? And yes, I have finished my Celsius energy drink for the night. So if I was on crack and drinking energy, my heart would pop. My heart would pop. So I don't do crack. I'm 45 with a family and a business. I don't think I'd make it in this industry 20 years if I was on crack. But I'm on a form of crack, I guess. I'm losing it? No, I'm just waiting for a call. It's what, 3-something in the morning? How come nobody said Greatest American Hero? That's what that theme song was. Greatest American Hero. You know, Superman in orange. Thank you, Manny. Thank you very much. Charles in charge. You mean Chachi in charge? Oh, he hated being called that. I did watch Chachi. But the thing about Charles is I was old enough to catch those as new ones. I was old enough to catch those as new ones. Brady Bunch for sure. Partridge Family, no. Greatest American Hero. My sister knows what's up. Doogie. I watched Doogie for sure. I'd watch Doogie for sure. I was a fan of the Doogs. And then his buddy Vinny, who climbed through the window. They're still friends, by the way. Vinny, I think, became they're still friends. But Kevin Arnold had a friend. That guy, what was his name, Paul? What was Kevin Arnold's friend's name? Kevin Arnold's friend's name. Was it Paul? We all know who I'm talking about. Anyways, that guy, I believe, became a lawyer. Same with Chunk from Goonies. Drilling Cordies. How many calls do I respond to a night? Sometimes none, sometimes a dozen. I don't know. I remember when LOUDLABS was small.
Secondary door up here in the rear. Go back inside.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Just a lot more thinking these days. A lot more thinking. What's my favorite food? Oh, that's easy. Macaroni and cheese and hot dogs. Yeah. So, if I had to eat the same meals every day, I'd wake up and have some cereal. What kind of cereal? I don't know. That wasn't part of the question. Cereal? Sandwich for lunch. What kind of sandwich? I don't know. That wasn't part of the question. And macaroni and cheese and hot dogs for dinner. That's the ultimate day. Now, of course, I would love to have some barbecue hot dogs and hamburgers and, chicken, things like that. But I'm saying if I had to eat the same 3 things every day, which for most of my life I did. Cereal, sandwich, mac and cheese. Now, as I hit my mid-20s and I started being in charge a little more of things due to this job, and my timing and schedule started getting weird. Those 3 things I continued to eat, sometimes I would eat them at weird times. Sometimes the mac and cheese would come at 4 in the morning and the sandwich would come. It doesn't matter, who cares? Yeah, I answered your question. I don't want to be president. What's my favorite mac and cheese? Don't trip. So, as an adult, I'm down with lobster mac. But, I'm not going to ever stray away from Kraft. It is what it is. I mean, hello. Now, I might add a little extra cheese to it. I might make the cheese sauce. But Kraft. I mean, I'm American. I'm American. It's Kraft. But as I get older, white cheddar lobster mac. Oh, dude, are you kidding me right now? What's my favorite cheese? Oh, my grandpa. Roll in his grave. Not your dad. I like Taco Bell cheese sauce. That's my favorite. Taco Bell cheese sauce. I like to believe that I am responsible for you guys having cheese sauce in your breakfast. When Taco Bell first started having breakfast, they did not, for at least 5, 6, 7, 8 years, did not have cheese sauce in their breakfast meals. I would order everything extra cheese sauce. Can I have some cheese sauce? Cheese sauce. And I did that all over the county, the country. Enough to where I believe I'm responsible for you guys getting cheese in your breakfasts. You're welcome. You're very welcome. Taco Bell cheese sauce. And my grandpa was a cheese connoisseur. That's why he would be really upset at that answer. Land of the Lost with Chaka. Yes, I am based in LA. Yes, I am based in LA. I am. We're all over the Southland. Ed, do you got the Netflix? Because you'll understand why I'm sitting here doing nothing. Because I'm not doing nothing. It is a little quiet here, though. I'm not doing nothing. Besides talking to you, I'm actually listening, to be honest with you, which is really weird. Because growing up, I didn't listen to anything. And now my job relies on me listening and paying attention, which is really weird because apparently it's selective. What's the best experience you had with an officer? It's a really good question. I mean, always the one where I'm not shot or arrested. That's always the best. But what's the best experience you had with an officer? It's a really good question. It is. I've never been asked that. Because everybody always asks, what's the worst experience you've ever had with an officer? So I like that. It's a good question. I can't pick one in particular. I mean, maybe it was a phone call that I received because of some footage I shot, and the conversation that guy had, that he and I had, was a really good interaction. So maybe that one. Do I like tacos? Yeah. My wife just had a Fiesta 40, and her photo booth said Taco About 40, and I had a taco guy. Yeah, I ordered a taco guy. I paid for a taco guy. I did. And I'm smart. So I gave Lilu the money. I transferred it to her. She Venmo'd it to the taco guy's wife. All right? So the taco guy and his wife got paid. So then the taco guy...
Engine and squad 54.
Hung out and served us tacos. And then I gave him a tip. I did not send that tip via Venmo because I knew the taco guy's wife would take that tip. And I gave him a good tip because I was drunk. And he deserved it because those tacos were good. I don't like pork, and pork looks disgusting. But the pork taco I had, holy crap. And yeah, there was chicken and asada, or polo and asada, however you want it, whatever you guys want to call it. All right, there's chicken, meat, and some pork. They were all so good.
Engine 171, outdoor fire.
I dressed like a, I even dressed up like a matador and shaved my mustache to look like my grandpa's mustache. And I look like a little matador. And then the boys, I dressed the boys as a matador. Sounds about white. I don't know what that means, Joey, but all right. Well, first of all, I am the boss and the owner of the company, so I buy all my equipment, and all other stringers do too. Turkey Becky, do you purchase all the equipment on yourself, or was the equipment given to you to use? No, we buy it. We buy all our equipment. We buy all our equipment. Yes, we do. We do. Asada is beef. Just saying. Yeah, I think we know how that works. Yeah, I think we know how that works. And polo is, I mean, now you're going to get a bunch of people just saying, so. I don't know why you're just saying. That just saying thing, I'm just saying, it's pretty stupid. Just saying. Come on, man, where's our stories at? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do it? Ooh. I can leave in 6 minutes. Scott has a stick in his ass today. No. No stick. Uh-oh.
The last unit is going up. Let me get one unit to block off South traffic right there.
He might be going where we're going. No stick. Where are we going? Come on. Come on. What happened? I need to know if I'm going right, left, or straight. Because I can't go backwards. Am I going right, left, or straight? Come on. Well then, don't talk anymore.
Sam 38, I copy out to the 2P925 Burnett and Magnolia. Projects relaxing going eastbound on Burnett from Magnolia. Lincoln 133 item status.
Got all excited. I heard people yelling.
Hey man, this is going to be 132 Tom 1. We're still giving commands to the suspect.
Copy, still getting commands.
Ah, gotcha. So, I think they pulled the vehicle over, and he wasn't listening so much. And that's why they want the street blocked, so they can continue pulling the suspect out at gunpoint or taser point or bullet point or however they pull him out.
East information, 2P925.
My suggestion is listen to the deputy.
Area of 4 male whites wearing hoodies, baseball caps.
That's my suggestion. Listen to the deputy.
Red shirt.
Even though you might be in the wrong and they might be, infringing on your First Amendment rights, at least you get to live to tell about it.
Frank Young, Victor 524, park northbound. Send me phone number 187.
They're a shooting, so you should listen. No pursuit.
Engine 164.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Hey man, this is going to be 132 Tom 1. We're going to be code 4 to Jenny 1. You can drop the patch.
Code 4, it's over. No, I'm listening to Long Beach. I don't think there's a pursuit. The siren is fading away. He's moving. So just because you hear a siren, you think it's a pursuit? Maybe they're rolling to a scene. Every time you hear a siren, it's not a pursuit. It's them going code 3. Uh-oh. 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 Oh. The right stuff. How do you get the codes for the scanners? I believe you got your questions mixed up. How do I get the frequencies? Or how do I learn the codes? Codes are being put out over frequencies. Look at that, you are here to get educated. Check me out. Bum, bum, bum. You don't need to call him a dummy. He's just asking a question. That's the problem with today. You just jump down people's throats. You can just, answer the question as I did. You don't gotta call him a dummy, you big dummy. You big dummy. Are you asking me if I've ever seen the movie that I was researched for and ended exactly in the way that my life ended? Are you asking me if I've seen the movie where words that were taken out of my mouth were written into Jake Gyllenhaal's mouth? Are you asking me if they made a movie about my job in the city that I live in? Are you asking me if we got a new reality show because of the movie Nightcrawlers? If you're asking me all those questions, then the answer is yes. I like to think that I'll be there at the worst time in your life.
Governor Payne BLS.
So back
1821 East 124th
in
Street,
2002,
across of Wilmington Avenue.
2003, I came up with the line, "My reality
Engine
is people's
119,
most harshest
fire
realities.
alarm.
I'll be there at the worst time of your life."
21400, Pathfinder Road.
And since I came up with
across
that
from
line in
Hurricane
2002, it's been spread through a reality show, a TV, and Howard's mouth on another reality show. But anyways, yes, Edgar, I'm very aware of the movie that I was researched for. Do you think it's a coincidence the way he talks and the way that I talk are similar? I mean, if you watch that movie, the words that he say, he kind of has a way with words. I sometimes have a little bit of way with words. So, yeah, Edgar. Oh, that was nice of you, Drew. That was very nice of you. Look at that. Boom. You know, can't we all get along? And we are. That's cool. When are we going to start filming the new show? Next week, I think. I don't know. A couple weeks. I don't know, man. I'm going to start filming it soon. And it might not even be a new show. It might be season 2. Things are constantly changing because things are opening back up. Therefore, people are having meetings. And when you have meetings and things changed in the past and are now different in our future, sometimes you go back to what works. Oh, I have to stop talking. I am not allowed to talk about TV shows. I forgot, I've been muzzled. No TV. The only thing I can say is, yes, cameras will be here. Where are you going to see everything at? Who's going to be on it? I've been muzzled. I forgot. Sorry, Australia. Sorry, mates. Sorry, mates. Come on! I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Yesterday, I had myself a nice burger joint burger. Don't worry about the stop sign. It's all good. And a bean and cheese burrito. That was my lunch thing before I took a nap. Because we live streamed yesterday during the day. Came home, ate a burrito and a burger. No fries. Burrito and a burger. And then fell asleep and napped it up. And here we are. Here we are. This is California, bro. Absolutely California. California, California born and raised. All right, we got a couple crashes coming out here. At the 5 in Valley View, southbound vehicle in blocking the lanes. We got the 60 at Central. What's up over there? Oh, that's too far. Wrong 60. Wrong Central. I don't want to go on the 5 to Valley View, but if I have to, I know a secret. I don't want to go to Carson. I don't believe you. I don't believe you that there's a police chasing Carson. Do I live stream every day? Lately I've been kind of hitting it hard, but for the most part, it's a few times a week. Where's this pursuit in Compton or in Carson? Because I'm listening to Carson Sheriffs. That's who runs Carson. And I don't hear anything. You live in Anaheim, but you chill in Oxnard. Right on. Right on. Go Ducks. I don't know if I'm the greatest stringer in the world. I'm definitely the face of stringing in the world. But I'm sure there are better stringers than I. They just don't live in Los Angeles and have or had the opportunities I did. I'm an opportunist. I know how to read a room. I know how to take advantage of certain things. And let's be honest, there's not another stringer with my smile. So my smile helped me get here. Remember, cameras don't like ugly people. Except for
3841.
Louis' show. Louis, that was kind of like the gist of his show. The one that was on, I think, FX. Like, you couldn't be good looking and being on that show. It was a show about ugly people. It was a show about how ugly people live. I'll stop now. I'm sorry. Go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. Forget go Kings. Forget go Ducks. Go Dodgers, right? Go Dodgers. Frazzled. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. Everybody's beautiful. I remember Maria Faustino. She was, this is 4th grade, and I figured this out. She was the one in class that everybody made fun of. She was a little big, little tall, little big. She was fat. And she was really good at soccer, though. She was really good at soccer. I always wanted her on my team. But anyways, I found the beauty in her. Like in 4th grade, I was like,
Engine 134.
4th grade, you're starting to like figure out your own. You're picking out your own clothes. You're combing your hair. You're having crushes. People think you're cute. People think you're not. Things are happening. So I went through the whole lineup of every girl in 4th grade and was like, I don't see an ugly one. I see why people can call you that, but I found the beauty in every single girl. It's just the way I was raised. Trump or Biden, who will win? That's not where this conversation's going, but I'm guessing Trump's gonna take it. Even if Biden wins, Trump's not leaving unless it's a landslide. It has to be a landslide. If it's not a landslide, homie ain't leaving. Homie don't play that. Homie don't play that. Not very low-key snort or what? I don't know what that means. Like, you're asking me if I'm snorting things? You're stupid. Stupid is as stupid does. Yeah, I'm back here snorting things, dog.
Squad 41, response to engine on scene. Domino Payne ALS. 1821 East 124th Street.
I keep thinking we're going to go somewhere, but we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Oh, someone else in the chat snorting things. Oh. Well, good luck with that. I hope you're okay. Be careful. Be careful. Peter Parker. Peter Parker. I was talking about Peter Parker today. And Clark Kent. And some others. But Peter Parker. Peter Parker is... I took that way too serious. Alright? You guys really want to get philosophical? What? What does Peter Parker do? Not who is he? What does Peter Parker do for his job? What's his job? So, growing up, Spider-Man was my favorite superhero. Spider-Man is not the best superhero. Let's get this straight. We're going to have this stupid Batman, Superman, this, that fight, Thor. All right? So, your best superhero is going to be Superman. All right? There's no argument. Just stop arguing. Just stop. There's no more conversation. But my favorite superhero is this smart-ass kid from Queens. He'd go by the name Peter Parker. So I
Engine
even had a cat.
159, Squad 158,
I had a cat
6ALS,
named Peter Parker once.
1633 West
yeah,
147th Street. Unit
Peter
R,
Parker.
Cross of Harvard Boulevard.
Peter Parker, man, I took that a little too serious. A little too serious. I was like, what's Peter Parker do? I want to do that, and I'm going to be the best at it. I think Clint Eastwood once said, doesn't matter what you do, just be the best at it. I like Clint. He's a photographer. He is a photographer. What kind of photographer? A freelance one? What kind of things does he take pictures of? Crime scenes? Bad things? Bad guys? Yeah. I hear Pete's going by. That's what I hear. And I don't think it's the Tom Holland. Tom Holland's not going by. But the one after that, we're going to have a new Spider-Man. I hear he's going to like boys and girls. That's the world we live in. You gotta, even the comic books are going forward. Moving forward. Google it. I was told this today. I have not Googled it. But I believe if you Google bisexual Spider-Man, something will come up. Don't go to images. Don't go to images. Just read the news story. Dude, I gotta go to a scene. I can't have this whole stream be 1 hour sitting in the car. Why should I tint my windows? I drive at night. I'd like to see where I'm going. It is tint, but it's the, if you have 4, and number 4 the darkest, 1 the lightest, I have number 1. I drive at night. I would like to see, since you have expensive material in the car. Yeah, but I park my car in a garage all day unless I'm working. When I'm at a scene, the expensive equipment is in my hand, except for like the stuff in my car, which is locked in my car.
83, go ahead.
Yes, can you send me one more BLS ambulance, please? One more BLS ambulance.
The 5 in Valley View is a crash, but not a bad one.
83, copy. One more care, total of 2.
So, like I said, I drive at night, and I would like, I'd like to be able to see out. And I put the number 1 tint, so at least it dims the lights coming in. So, I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. Thank you. I should have just
383.
Said that.
Second care is en route at this time.
Should have just said I'm good. Thank you.
Copy, thank you.
Yeah, Houston, you at the end of episode 2 now? Why not? Adam did. Well, that's Adam. That's okay. Is that what you're saying? That I should tint mine because Adam did? Because Adam's been doing this much longer than I have. Yeah. And his eyes are, what, 20 years younger than mine? I've seen you stream in the day, though. You're absolutely right. But this car was built for night stringing. So Favo, you're still trying to talk me into changing my mind. Good luck with that. Like, you asked a question, gave you an answer, still debating with me. I don't know if I want to head there from here, though. That might be too far. I don't know if I want to head there from here. But let's see why. Dang, bro, why you get so pressed? Because I I have a hard time dealing with stupid. Not really pressed. I'm just sitting here in my car waiting for a story. You asked a question, I answered it. Not my fault you don't like my answer. All right, so take a look at me. Have you seen me before? Do you know who I am?
Truck 33.
You're going to change my mind.
501 West Lancaster Boulevard.
And that's why the lights are off, because I look so much better like this.
Lancaster Station in the lobby.
Have you met any news anchors? Yes. Reporter people? Absolutely. Are you famous enough to point that someone? So I just found out that Channel 7 was having a conversation about my stream. So yeah, the stations watch the streams. The stations watch the streams. There was Channel 7 was having a conversation about me and one of my streams and one of their former interns. Nah, dealing with anger issues. Me or you? Are you dealing with anger issues or am I? What do I have to be angry about? Can you tell me what I'm angry about? Is the fire still going on with the ribbons? No, I don't think so. Again, you're telling me how I feel. You're telling me that I'm dealing with anger issues, and I'm telling you I don't like to deal with stupid. So everybody else in the chat, do you understand what's happening here? Do you guys see what's happening here? He can't. But do you guys all see what's happening here? It's like arguing with an ex-girlfriend. But I have anger issues, which probably true. But right now we're not dealing with anger issues. Right now I'm dealing with stupidity. Do you have a TikTok? No, I'm a 45-year-old adult male. I don't think I should have a TikTok. Dude, I want a fire. Favreau, do you know what it is I do? Do you even know what I'm sitting here in the car trying to do? Please don't end the live stream. You feel safe here. Right on.
2 incident 763 1375. Next vehicle girl, you'll even need to stop at the CP. You can bring that tech truck all the way down and park it in front of the travel in. Be in view of where we're at right next door.
Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
I'll get hold of you when I get there.
At Fig in 69. SWAT issue. Houston, what's almost 100? If you're talking about people watching me sit in my car, we don't worry about views or live views.
Messenger to Gonzalez or Beck. When you guys get that launchable, let me know.
My
plan is approved, and we'll start masking it up.
My world doesn't revolve around views and
We
likes.
just got the launchable. We got the ferrets, so
It revolves around footage showing up on
that
TV.
doesn't work. We'll go through the secondary plan.
I need footage to go on TV. Go on TV, yo. I don't get paid unless it shows up on TV.
Go ahead, Isaac.
Hey, kitty, 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 kitties. Hi, kitty, 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 kitties. There's like 3 cats behind me. I don't have any food, guys. I'm sorry. What
Okay, right for that, we got it.
do have...
All right, 50 to all our units here on this incident. Let's go ahead and map up, and then we'll go around, and then we'll go from there. So go ahead and get mapped up.
Mask up. They about to make entry. Mask up. Adam's live? That's because Adam just got back into town and misses you guys. And I'm guessing the sun is up for Adam, right?
Engines 233, 33, 135, 117, 129, Squad 33 Battalion, 11, 17, Quint 24, commercial building fire, 33's area, Yucca Avenue,
So
North Street.
one of my photographers ordered some of our merch, and I told him I'll order it because I owed it to him actually as a birthday gift, and it came in,
125 cancel response.
and I took it from him. I said, "Hey man, your mask is here, but I kept it." But I ordered him a new one, and I ordered his dad one too. So it worked out better for him. He gets 2 masks instead of 1. But I got a new mask today.
To side 114 by 8. You guys set? Roger, set.
He just saw me do that.
And 7, you guys set?
That's funny. That is hilarious. He just saw me do that. Nice hat. It is my Orange County Fire Authority hat. Orange County Fire Authority.
4-3.
Hi, Dad. We haven't moved. You haven't missed anything. You haven't missed a thing.
Yeah, what's up? Right, 50 David, let's go ahead and initiate the gas. Initiate the gas plan. Initiate. 37116 Woodbrook Road.
Whoever they are, they're going to throw gas in there. Is that what's going on Fig? Is that what you're talking about? Is SWAT over there? Because we're far away from Fig.
You get the situation outside here.
Good night, Wendy. Talk at you later. Oh, man.
Yeah, 6:30.
If we wait patiently, we'll get some. We'll get it. If we wait patiently. Gotta be very, very quiet. We're hunting stories. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting stories. Hello, Davey. Oh, no! Uh-oh. That was a yawn. If I start to get the yawns, which means I yawn every minute, it means we're in trouble.
Be advised, this station is not going to be transported. Care is coming up your way.
Not going to be transported. That's because they all bummed. Are you in Long Beach right now? No, I am not.
Anybody here, Lloyd?
I am here.
This station is going non-transport. Care is walking up to you if you need them. Copy that.
Roger. Nothing on the floor side either.
10-4, good buddy.
Thank you.
I'm going to make my dad's ears perk up right now. Breaker 19 Gray Ghost. Breaker 19 Gray Ghost. You out there? This is Gray Ghost Jr. Breaker 19 Gray Ghost. You out there? This is Gray Ghost Jr. That was my dad's handle. Was that your handle for your entire career? So from the 70s to retirement in, 49 years, well, we'll say 50. 50 years in the trucking industry, that was your handle? You were Gray Ghost? That's awesome. I was Gray Ghost Jr. sometime in 87, 88. I took a ride with my dad. I did a run with him to Las Vegas. And I got to play on that radio, or that CB, and I was Gray Ghost Jr. And that's when I found out my dad was Gray Ghost. Why? That's a question I've never asked.
Can you guys use your siren on your armor? Hit your siren a couple times.
Dad, why are you Gray Ghost? Or is it something we can't talk about right here publicly? Yours was double T. That'd be hilarious if Gray Ghost recognizes double T.
Engine in squad 14, difficulty breathing.
You don't know why you got called Gray Ghost?
Across from Vermont Avenue.
Or it's just something we'll talk about later?
151, lead BLS, PD on scene. Lorraine Avenue, across from Bennett Avenue.
That's big 10-4, good buddy. No, don't remember why. Ah, gotcha. Well, I'm Red 5, and I can tell you why I'm Red 5. I'm also Gray Ghost Jr., and I can tell you why I'm Gray Ghost Jr., but I can't tell you where Gray Ghost came from. Good day, mate! Put another ship on the bobby! Sorry. My job's a lot like fishing. No, I haven't looked at the footage. I'll check it out right now. I have not looked at the email. It'll give us something to do. Thanks, Dan.
And I can see inside that bathroom or whatever, and I don't see any evidence of anything.
Burp. Burp. You know what? I don't want to listen to that because I'm not over there, so I'm going to stop listening to that. Daniel sent me that. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I hate when that happens. I hate when you open an email to do something and then you see other emails and you're like, I got to see what that is. Okay, how do you... All right, Trevor, thank you, but whoa. All right, so here we go. That's you. Daniel! Uh-oh. What are you showing? What's on Facebook? Oh, Facebook. Dude, you're gonna, don't make, I am not logging into no Facebook to watch your stuff. Ooh, drop, there it is. Boom. I'll do that. This is the wrong one to download, but whatever. Ooh, can I just play it? Yay, I don't want to download on this. Ooh, that's a good fire. That's a good fire. I like good fires. That's a mansion blaze. Your date's funny. Your date's really funny. I didn't know there was a 17th month. I did not realize there was a 17th month. That was a mansion. It's one of those type of fires where you just let it burn. I got the bulk of it out. You don't need to fix that. I'm joking. I know that Europeans, well, not Europeans, everybody but America puts the date first, then the month, then the year. I know how things work. I'm just giving you a hard time. There's nothing you need to fix, Dan. You're doing great. And congratulations, Dan. Dan got himself a little baby Mackenzie. She's what, 4 days old now? 4 days old? The watermark is for social media only. The watermark isn't what he sells to the stations with. The watermark is, it's called branding. Just in case you didn't know where this footage was from. 9 days now. Dude, time is flying, buddy. Here I am thinking she's 4 days old. 9 days old? What the heck? Did I miss a week? Good stuff, dude. Oh, we got a traffic collision in Long Beach. The LBC, yo. Yeah, this isn't the computer I want to download it to, Dan. I'll download it and upload it to YouTube in just a bit. Oh my goodness, what happened? Bye, Dad. Why do you want your front door red? You're funny, Dad. And it's not like you to hire someone to paint. Interesting. What's up, buddy? You don't need to redo the date. You're good, Dan. What does he use to put his logo on? Looks like he used a crane. I'm funny. I'm funny. I'm a loser. Well, if you think that you're smarter than I am, don't say it again. Match table and chair on the front porch. Ah, gotcha. The smoke, that was my defroster. Condensation on my... That was inside the car, not outside the car. You're very welcome, Crystal. I try hard. I try hard. Report of a fire. Nutwood at 57. Fire near Cal State Fullerton. You're not smarter than me. See, you left another message, so you're not smarter than me. If you think that I'm good looking, leave another message. Leave another comment. 0545. If you think I'm better looking than you are, leave another comment. That's what I thought. I'm on a park and ride, which is heavily secured with security and LASD Metro and cameras and what appears to be license plate readers. You might be careful pulling in here if you got some situations connected to your car. Control my ADD. Michael, it's really hard to, and it wasn't ADD when I got it or when I was diagnosed with it. It was called hyperactiveness back in the 80s. Yes, I was diagnosed with hyperactiveness in what, 85? 84, 85, because I remember the Olympics in the school I was at.
68, difficulty breathing.
So back then it was called hyperactiveness. They diagnosed me with it. They gave me Ritalin. I don't think they give that anymore, but they gave me Ritalin, and it made me a zombie. The teachers felt bad for me. And I kind of remember it a little bit. I remember just sitting there in the room, just doing nothing, learning. But it zombied me out, and the teachers were like, that's not fair. And the teachers literally made a point to tell the principal, to tell my mom that, yes, we like the way that Scott is behaving, but we don't think it's good for him to be like that. And my mom's like, not a problem. So, but my mom also said, you guys know what you're about to deal with. So they took me off the drugs, and I got kicked out of that school a few months later. No, I stayed there until the end of 6th grade. Then they kicked me out the last week. I wasn't able to hang out with, I wasn't able to do 6th grade camp. You're not supposed to tell a teacher to F off. Control my anger. You know, sometimes the Hulk shows up. Sometimes Bruce shows up. It all depends, man. It all depends.
Unable to contact a informant, victim, or any suspects. No evidence of the 211. Code 4.
Yeah, Michael, in 1984, I don't think it would have been a good idea to give me weed. I was in 3rd grade. It was highly frowned upon back then. But yeah, they gave it to me for a few days. But yeah, I remember the test too. I specifically remember one of the tests, This is the stupidest test I've ever had. They gave me a blank piece of paper and a pencil, and they said draw a line from the top to the bottom as slow as you can.
Rescue BLS 3005.
So I did that for about 10 seconds, and then all of a sudden I did it as fast as I could to the bottom. I go, what's the point? I go, cool, I'm done with this test. What's the point? But I remember that test. That was so stupid. So stupid. Michael, I would have so much energy, and what the cool thing about my energy in 7th grade is I had PE first period, which sucked because you get all ready for school, and then you go to PE, and then they make you shower, so you have to get all ready again. 9th grade was cool because I was in swimming, so we got to get ready after, you know, in the locker room at least for school, and didn't have to like go to school and then get all dirty. Anyways, I would waste so much energy in the beginning of the day. By the end of the day, I was like sleeping in class, and they would allow it. Because if I was sleeping, I wasn't disruptive. I was the kid who had the special table in the back behind all the other class. You know, you guys would have your own table, like for one person. I'd have the big table in the back. It was all mine, and they let me sleep. I loved school when it went my way. Dude, am I not gonna get a story? Daniel, oh shoot. Come on. Come on.
Compton Agent 42, Squad 4 for to respond to difficulty breathing.
Difficulty breathing. Oh, that sucks.
1203 East Oak Street, crossing North Shore Avenue.
That sucks, dude. Imagine having a 1-year-old and he can't breathe, and you're worried, and you call 911.
1-year-old.
Daniel, my mom is out of town, and she's the one who handles that mailbox. So I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't know. Structure fire, 53rd Street, son of a biscuit. South LA be rocking. Dude, are we really just going to sit in this parking lot this whole time?
66, Squad 11, unconscious, 1602 Harding Avenue, across from New York Drive.
Allie, that's how I hear it, and I've been hearing it that way for 20 years.
Rescue 833, Engine 14, Battalion 706, structure fire, 440, East 53rd Street, crosses Avalon, Channel 9 dispatch, packet 1212.
If you're staged at Slauson right now, you'd be so stoked. That's going to turn into a fire. They always do when you're not around. For 20 years, I've been immature, and I still laugh and giggle when they say difficulty breathing, because it sounds like difficulty breathing. And that makes me giggle to think about people having problems breathing and calling 911 for help.
Quinton Squad 147, stroke 10816 California Avenue.
Favo, it is totally funny.
Cross of Elizabeth Avenue.
I'm the one who said difficulty breathing. She was just repeating what I said. Because when you say difficulty breathing fast, it sounds like difficulty breathing. And I've been listening to difficulty breathing for 20 years, and I still giggle.
Difficulty breathing.
Oh, there was somebody else. Difficulty breathing.
Chadron Avenue, cross of 139.
Difficulty breathing. Breeders. I did not know that's what I was called. I didn't know that is the category I am. Some of you out there are not breeders, and the ones who are not breeders call people like me breeders. I didn't know that. I found that out about 6 months ago, a year ago? No, wait. 6 months ago was COVID, so I found that out in 2019. I found that out in 2019. All right, we have to go do something. I am annoying, but that's okay. It's okay. As long as I'm annoying and you're not, we'll be all right. Seriously, once you get annoying, then things start to bug me out. All right, come on, man. I want something. I want something. I want something. I want something.
Catching Sentry. Engine 150, squad 73. About collision ALS.
539 East Murphy
Further
Street.
Disney Ranch, 19802.
I wonder what the size up is on that fire.
Crossover Running Horse Road.
Hell yeah, we got pursuit. Hell yeah, we got pursuit.
Alright, Alpha.
Where you at? Where you at? Oh, you know, no 1022. No 1022. Whoa, hi guys. No 1022.
East Park.
No 1022. I think they're southbound Long Beach passing the 105 freeway. Oh, I lied. I completely lied. We are not in a pursuit. We are not in pursuit. What happened was, you guys heard that 1-year-old difficulty breathing? The cop got there first, put it in his car, and drove the baby to the hospital. That's what's happening right now. They're coming from Long Beach and Imperial. We're not going to make it. If we could get that shot of the officer running the baby into the hospital, that's news. That's breaking news. I've done that before. As a matter of fact, somebody asked what is the best interaction I've had with the deputy. It was the conversation that I had with the deputy after I had already filmed a deputy running a child into the hospital. So we just came full circle with that. So it's not a pursuit. The deputies picked that child up and drove the child to the hospital. All right, they got there. They're there. Code 6. They made it. They're already there.
11734 Imperial Highway, 117.
So without getting the shot of them arriving, it's not really a story. Or maybe he's code. You know, I think they're there already. So they didn't want to wait for the ambulance. They decided that the baby needed medical attention faster than the ambulance can get there, and they drove the baby to the hospital. The sheriff's deputy did, you know, the ones that everybody wants to defund, you know, because that was a non-violent crime that the sheriff went to right now. And do you think a social worker is going to be able to get into their car and drive that baby code 3 to the hospital? Yeah, let's go ahead and defund them. Yeah. These are the stories we don't get. So I'm going to go by the hospital. I'm going to send it out. I'm going to do what I can, but it's not going to get hits. But I'm going to try to make something of it because we have heroes among us. How fast am I going? I don't know. The camera adds 10 miles an hour. Bummer. Bummer, bummer, bummer. Whee! So another thing I want you guys to think about and realize is we're sitting there making fun of difficulty breathing. There was a 1-year-old child who was having life issues and was hopefully saved by a deputy. That would be great. But we sit here and make fun of stuff, but there's real life issues going on. You know, if you guys ever think you have problems, sit in my car and listen to other people's problems. Your problems will go away real quick. Real quick. Real quick. You don't think difficulty breathing was funny? No, it's pretty funny. Difficulty breathing is pretty funny. I know, unstoppable fake president. Unfortunately, your parents did. And don't worry, you're not blocked. You can come back. I just put you on timeout for 5 minutes so you can think about yourself. Or think about me. And think about your next comment and response. Because I gave you what you wanted. I acknowledged you. And usually you're used to being blocked and then going away and never coming back to where you get blocked. But I didn't block you. I just. So it's going to happen, unstoppable president. You're going to end up being my fan. And if you aren't one already, or if you have Netflix, you can go check me out on Netflix. But that's just how life goes. All right, here we are. You were defending the lady, laughing about it. Sounds like a personal problem. I was defending the lady laughing about it because she laughed about a joke I made up 20 years ago. I think it's pretty funny if I can. A joke I made up 20 years ago is still funny? Yeah, I was defending her. But I got anger issues. Arrgh, Hulk smash. Hulk smash.
Engine squad 2, overdose.
Do you know what kind of issues you have, sir?
34.
Personal ones.
Ready strike north. Cross via Navajo. Cross via Navajo.
Hey, did you guys just drive a baby in? No, it wasn't you guys? All right, cool, thank you. All right, I was checking to see if those were the actual guys, because if they did, I was gonna say, hey, can I talk to you? I got work to do. Hulk smash, as in smash the job, dog. You do that job. You do your job. I do my job. Do you have a job? Do I want to check it out this way? No, I don't, because I don't see the... Or do I want to check it out right there? There it is. There's the grassy knoll. It's definitely deputies. I wanted to get my my shot set up first before I took care of you guys, because work's more important. And the only shot I really have would be the deputy here. So we got the deputy. All right, where's their car? Ah, there it is. All right, there's their cars. I think that's the mother. The mom didn't travel with the baby, and that's the mom who just showed up. And you can see that she was looking at the sheriff's deputies' cars, wondering if they were still in there with the baby, and now the deputies are talking to the mom. So I don't have the action, but I know the story. And I walked away from my camera because I'm rolling on this. I'm just letting it roll. That's your worst fear, huh, Daniel? It was mine. To this day, Bronson sleeps in bed with me. It's a restless sleep because I'm really scared to roll over. Or if I wake up and I'm touching him, like I'll wake up and I'll touch him to see where he is and to feel if he's breathing. Now we got some fog rolling in. Cheryl, the story is a call came out of a 1-year-old difficulty breathing, and sheriffs got to the scene first, and instead of waiting for the ambulance, they threw the baby in their vehicle and drove it to the hospital. And I got footage of the mom showing up, talking with the deputies now. So we were joking about, you know, a play on words, and then, because I've been hearing difficulty breathing for 20 years. And as we were joking about it, real serious life issues were happening. So hopefully those deputies saved that baby. I really hope. And if I can talk to them, oh, even better. Or if I can go to the watch commander and talk to them. And by the way, it was Compton Sheriffs. All right? Compton Sheriffs. The same sheriffs that have been involved in, I don't know, 3 deadly fatal shootings in the past few months. So their job is their job. Their job sometimes saves people. Their job sometimes protects people. Their job sometimes is to shoot people. But everybody hates Compton Sheriffs, but look what they just did right now. Look what Compton Sheriffs just did right now. The same Compton Sheriffs that gave me an issue about being at the scene. Remember that girl? That was a Compton Sheriff. Wow! I need to go hit some buttons. All right, I'm gonna put you guys up here. Sorry you're not gonna get the great view. There you go. Well, if they have low IQ, you should do your best not to get pulled over by them, because there's a good chance they'll shoot you because, you know, they're dumb. So, just be careful. Imagine if you could do math. You know, imagine if I was around during 9/11. Imagine if you could do math. I've been doing this for 20 years. And it's because 9/11 is why I became the best stringer ever. Imagine that. So the fact that we got mom walking up, we're gonna be able to do something with this. And then we got deputies at the scene here. We don't have them running in with the baby. Now I'm gonna try to grab somebody at the exit when they leave to see if they'll talk to me. But you're talking about filming. I was filming during 9/11, idiot. Do you mean me actually filming the scene at 9/11? Well, considering I'm LA based, that'd be really hard to. But when you leave a comment, you should make it to where it's understandable, so idiots like me can be okay and understand what you're saying. Because you said, imagine me being around during 9/11. Well, I was. I started my career in the year 2000, and if I'm not mistaken, 2001 is after 2000, so I was around during 9/11. You should probably be more specific when you're trying to troll someone. Who's the idiot? The idiot or the person watching the idiot? It's weird how policing works. Today they saved a life, and yesterday they took one. What'd you win? What'd you win? Where's the scary music? All right, everybody, remember, tomorrow is promised to no one. Depending on what color you state, all right, let's start this over. Remember, tomorrow is promised to no one. Depending on the color state you live in, maybe or maybe not hug your loved ones. Later, losers.